Election officials across America have been preparing for the 2024 election for months, if not years. But this time around, they're focused on more than just the nuts and bolts of the voting process. They're girding themselves for the possibility of political violence.
Every day we receive threats from people calling saying, I know you're going to steal the election, or people calling or sending emails or voicemails, or in some cases even showing up on our homes to threaten us or to scare us.
U.S. officials say threats and acts of violence against public servants have reached unprecedented levels. Data shows that threats against members of Congress have jumped 700% since 2016. Federal judges, 160%. While a recent survey by the nonpartisan Brennan Center for Justice found that nearly 40% of local election officials say they've experienced threats, harassment, or abuse for doing their jobs. Some ballot counting locations, like this one in Arizona, have put up bulletproof glass, security cameras, and fencing to keep people safe. Others have installed panic buttons.
And this is to keep the people working in this building safe, to keep the ballot safe, but also to give a clear direction for individuals who want to come out and express their First Amendment right, where they can go, where the limits are.
Experts say the internet has been a game changer, giving people unfettered access to disinformation and conspiracy theories, some of it pushed by trusted public figures. Political violence, once reserved for fringe groups, has now become mainstream.
You've got people that are, card-carrying Proud Boys and all sorts of fairly fringe conspiracy theories. But then you also have, sort of ordinary people that seem to be very convinced that, the election's being stolen and there's a deep state and things are fraudulent.
Even if Election Day goes smoothly, some worry any delay or dispute over what is expected to be an especially tight race could trigger violence in the days that follow.
I think we're already set up for a kind of collision course. Something like 40% of Republicans are now saying that it's okay to use violence for political change.
According to U.S. law enforcement officials, soft targets for political violence could include campaign events, ballot drop box locations, and political rallies. Even before voters show up to the polls on Tuesday, the 2024 election has already seen its fair share of violence, including 2 assassination attempts, 3 shootings at a Democratic campaign office in Arizona, and dozens of other cross-party attacks. Experts say it's the most sustained increase in political violence in the U.S. since the 1970s, with one major difference. Instead of property being the main targets, it's now people. Fellow Americans. Toni Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.